That is probably the worst spawn I've ever had in a single game of Minecraft. Honestly, for a second, I thought I spawned in an underwater cave. I was honestly about ready to crash out. This video's been it's been cooking for a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Originally, I had a script, then I had like a half script, half organic take. Then I kept writing a script, then I abandoned it. Then I filmed like 3 takes of just random talking. Then I went to the store, and now we're here. Will this be the final take? Does this take get published? Maybe, because this is a really good Minecraft world. Although the previous takes weren't in Minecraft, they were more showcasing the actual thumbnail, or like the games in the thumbnail and stuff. And yeah, it was a lot more awkward. Well, this is still gonna be awkward. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't not be awkward. That's just me as a person. Yeah, the end of the 6217 YouTube channel. I preface YouTube channel because I did think about this. Like the end of the 6217, there's a reason I didn't feel good about those previous takes. It's because as I've grown and changed as a person, so has the actual meaning of 6217. So yeah, to end that would mean an end to pretty much my entire being. And oh my god, is that a pink shape? That's pretty cool. Wow. Okay. Let me get some wheat so this dude doesn't despawn. So I don't know what's been up with my Minecraft lately. I think you can kind of see it, but it's kind of been giving me a fucking... I'm a dumbass. I meant to click... I meant not to click that. I meant to click settings. Yeah, video. I don't know. I can't change it off fancy. I do have it max FOV. Although I thought this was 90, which kind of pissed me off. It just got boosted to 110. A few bobbing fancy leaves. I don't need that. Render clouds. Fuck that. FOV can be altered by gameplay. Nope. UI classic. Why would I want Pocket Edition UI? Well, I guess if I'm on mobile, that would be cool, but no. And I don't know what the rest of this is. Reduces the delay between your input. Enables an extra large version of new UI menus. Okay, that's just for like if I can't read, I guess. That feels better. Feels a lot better. Yeah. As I was saying before I got sidetracked by a lot of stuff. Like, the end of the 6217 would basically just be the end of me, in a way. So filming this video is kind of hard, in a way that it is and it isn't, because I know I know what I mean, but when I say it out loud instead of just talking to myself in my head, it's awkward. It's cringy. It doesn't really seem to work right to me personally. But it is something I want to do. Because this video is just explaining what 6217 actually means. And where it actually comes from. And I'm going to be entirely honest, like, it has changed. Like, as you can obviously tell, like, Cyberpunk, I've had this username a lot longer than Cyberpunk's been out. And, like, obviously, it's more just represented by the fact that there's two people there, of V and Pan Am, in their partnership, which theirs is a sexual partnership, but the two is actually more of a friendship type of partnership, if you get what I mean. Like, it's not sexual. But yeah. 6, Courier 6, obvious. Vegeta strive to be number 1. And just like how the 2 is representative by 2 people being there, the 7 main people of Kai Ghosts representing the 7, but of course it more just refers to like a group, you know. Why 7? It just sounded better. And of course the obvious joke of without the 7 it would be 621, which if you know, you know. If you don't know, feel free to look it up. I'm not going to stop you. You're probably not going to be happy when you see what 621 means, but you'll probably understand why the 7 is included. Or why just any other number is included, but 7, it just feels like, it just sounds better, honestly. But yeah, it does represent, like, actual, like, teamwork and unity. Same with the 2, but on a different level and a little bit of a broader scale. But yeah, the 1, Vegeta, obviously, is strive to be number 1, even though he is number 2, which originally I kind of thought about putting him at number 2. In, like, a weird way, but yeah. As much as I could have just done, like, anybody for number 1. Like, really, number 1 is just any, like, personal character of mine or any character I've ever actually played as. Well, it's kind of funny that 6 is the only one that's actually, like, solely defined by one character, and that is Courier 6. Which you would think I would do something maybe like 11 for, like, the Dragonborn, which is a game I've played a little bit more and throughout the years than I have Fallout New Vegas. It's like really hard to actually describe my relationship with the games and the characters than I actually thought it would be, which is why I just felt awkward with an actual script. But yeah. That's kind of just like the brief summary of it. Which, like, in the original script, I went into just like, oh, here, let me read you what I had written so far. Here, I'll pause this. Let me pull up Google Docs. These horse stepping loops for, like, I don't know, the second time now. Okay, here's the script so far. The idea that anything should or will last forever is pretty silly. Well, at least that's what I believe. For if something can't end, then what's the actual point? Like, why should anything care? I read that wrong. Like, why should anyone care if it can't just end in an instant? That's what this video is. Which is basically just like, I say that because my personal belief, this isn't even the end of the paragraph, it, like, continues here. But, I'm just going to break down the script line from line, basically. Because originally that was going to be, like, I put that in there because, in my personal opinion, like immortality and things lasting forever is kind of like a curse. In fifth grade, my art teacher showed us this like these monks that made this art that would do these like sand drawings, and I really related to like why they did that because like these are some like beautiful works of art, and you'd want to have that like a picture taken of it, which the video kind of defeats the actual purpose of the monks doing it and like erasing it. But it's like some of the most beautiful art I've ever seen. But they instantly destroy it and just get to work on making another piece of art. Which that I really like that. And I really hate the idea of just like immortality in general. And that's why I kind of relate to characters that aren't immortal or that are like, I don't know, it's it's kind of hard. But yeah, the idea that anything should last forever, I've always thought is just a ridiculous notion because, as I said there, then what's like the point? That's why, like, because if something could last forever, then there literally just is no point. Like, the fact that it ever existed doesn't matter because nothing's ever going to stop it. It's just always going to be there. It's just this thing. It's just this constant norm. Like, there's, like, gravity. Like, gravity is just there. Like, it's not a real thing. You don't view it as a real thing. It's kind of just there. Just, like, an annoyance or, like, a constant, like, reminder. I don't know. Wait, is the right term reminder? I don't really know. Oh, we got a golden apple. Enchanted book, Aqua Infinity. I'm in a desert. Wow. Some iron horse armor. Diamond? I know, 2 Doom armor trims though. That's okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. And now to pile out of here. But yeah, it kind of just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, I thought this was meant to be plain. Oh, it's plain. It's like something happened to it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't know why it like was muted and stuff. That kind of annoyed me. I say that and then my entire audio system cuts out. Okay, what is actually going on? Okay, there we go. And now this is super loud. This is just awkward as hell now. Okay, everything should be fixed now. Volume. Volume's normal. I'm not doing a second take. Fuck second takes, fuck third takes. I've already filmed this about like 15 different times. This is the real deal. Cause that's also why I felt like I was betraying myself with writing the script, cause that's never what I've done. Like, I've never done, like, an actual scripted thing. Like, all my videos, even, like, the actual, like, bits and stuff, it's just all been off-rip. Like, I that's just who I am. It's spontaneous. It's never planned. Nothing's ever planned in my life. So why should I plan the end of my YouTube channel? Especially when it's not really the end. It's just, I'm no longer... Like, it's not the end of my actual, like, brand or channel. It's just the end of me posting here until like YouTube decides, hey, we're gonna knock it off and we're gonna actually go back to what people liked about us, which will probably never happen, which I'm okay with, because again, if YouTube was just going to be here forever, there would be no... Like, YouTube doesn't really have a reason to change, which is why I want to go to Rumble to maybe, like, boost Rumble up. I don't know. I even then, I feel like Rumble is not the best competitor, but I'm more just going there so that, like, I don't know, if people want to watch my shit, they don't have to give their ID to YouTube and Google, like, databases that have been in the news multiple times for having, like, stuff and like, major data leaks. Same with, well, I'm not a GTA creator, so it doesn't, like, but yeah, I've seen, like, GTA as well, like, Rockstar, they have major data leaks, and they're asking for your IDs to play GTA 5 and soon GTA 6, which is just, like, I can't get behind that at all. Which I'll probably never play GTA 6 if they have that in place. I'll never talk about it again. Except when the data leaks actually happen and some poor people have their identities exposed just because they wanted to play a game. Which is really stupid. It's just like, you would think Rockstar, who's even, like, their games have been leaked. Like, GTA 6 has been leaked, like, what, like 5 times now? Like, the actual, just, like, full game, almost. Oh, but yeah, let's get back on topic to actually discussing what 617 means. So, yeah, I forgot I was... I forgot I was reading the script. So yeah, I was explaining just how stuff lasted forever. The fact that stuff can end, that's what makes life beautiful. That's what gives life purpose. And I say, alright, so let's continue. That's what this video is. The end of the 617, and like any show or series that ends, I feel like I should give you a big bang, which just like a series finale, you know? With this, I'm giving you the question, which blah blah blah. What does 617 mean? So please sit back and relax as I take you down memory lane for how the username that's defined me for so long has changed in meaning and form, and will most likely change in the future as my own identity changes. Blah 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 blah. Which yeah, that's kind of, that last line is kind of what mainly made me reflect on being like, oh, I can't really like actually end the 617 because it really is just my identity. And it's not even like I'm giving up the username at all, because it's that's just how tied it is to me. Like, there's not really a reason to actually give it up or have a new 617. It would kind of just be silly to do that. Yeah. Next paragraph is explain the thumbnail. The thumbnail of this video is set up in a way that each of the 4 corners relates to one of the numbers: Courier 6, V and Pan Am representing 2, Vegetas want and need to be number 1, and the 7 represented by COD Ghosts. Which over the past month of truly thinking of this username, I've realized if rearranged correctly, the numbers from my birthday, or form my birthday 28/06, or February 8th, 2006, which I never really knew that. Just stopping a little bit there. Which maybe I subconsciously knew. This is when picking the name. I do say subconsciously because this was not my intention. Which, yeah, this was just straight up never my intention. It's really funny. Like, I did never realize this till, like, before now. But yeah. And the next 2 paragraphs are just about why Courier 6, why Fallout New Vegas. Let's dive into the numbers. Courier 6, a courier shot in the head, pulled out from the grave killed the man who shot him, and depending on your choices, choices either saves New Vegas or brings it to ruin. Which, yeah. Well, your choices and views, yeah. Which that, if you've played Fallout New Vegas, there's like 4 main choices. Well, there's technically 5. Like, if you do Yes Man, you can just kill every NPC. You don't have to be like this heroic guy. You could just be an asshole. Well, you can be an asshole with any of the factions. Well, actually, I don't know if you can with the NCR. I think you have to be good. Because a lot of the NCR stuff just gives you good karma. So I think it kind of just forces you to either be like neutral, like more of chaotic neutral to lawful evil, kinda. I don't think you can ever have negative karma. So let's continue on. Fallout New Vegas was one of the first games I ever actually watched on YouTube, which is true. The game itself has content that even on my newer playthroughs, when I was going for 100% achievement, I was finding areas I never remembered going to in previous runs. One of these areas I've usually missed is Vault 19, an area that holds no impact on the ending besides a title card, but mostly everyone activates because they've interacted with the power gainers in Good Springs or the correction facility. I must preface, though, that while I've been a long-time fan of Fallout as a whole, I never played Fallout New Vegas till about 2020/2021. My first playthrough couldn't entirely be considered blind, yet it was. The videos I watched never went over the DLCs, Black Man Radio, Vault 19, Camp Searchlight, and like other minor locations. My first time playing, I gave New Vegas its independence, convinced the Great Khans to leave, saved the Brotherhood, saved Novak, just literally everything that could be the morally good option I had done. Which, yeah, I had done an entire Yes Man playthrough. Just because, like, when I actually first met House, I was like, man, fuck you. So I just killed him. Because he just showed, like, I don't know, I just felt like he showed, like, literally zero remorse the whole time I met him. Also, I had decided it'd be funny if I had, like, 1 intelligence. And I actually, because this was my first playthrough, I was used to playing Fallout 4. I was like, oh, charisma. That must be, like, a really cool thing. Which it was, because speech actually mattered, but the actual charisma stat as a whole was pretty useless. But hey, the speech skills, like, I literally talked down Lanius from fighting, which then I reloaded and killed him so I could have his cool sword, but yeah. The Blade of the East. And the next paragraph is just me explaining. The NPCs I met through the game truly drew me in. I found I actually cared about what happened during, and I go on to explain one of the DLCs, Dead Money. During Dead Money, I found I would literally undo hours of gameplay just so I would have the skill points necessary to save each member during the quest, or during the ending quest. What makes this pretty funny is that the first ending for the DLC I got was getting trapped in the Sierra Madre's vault. All that time spent just for me to get the worst ending out of greed of wanting the gold within the vault. Even though I had over 100k caps at the time. Which then I ended it there because I kind of then went on, as I said in like the start of this video, filmed like 3 different fucking takes. Maybe it was 4, maybe it was 5. Yeah. I filmed like a fuck ton of takes of just like reading the script and trying to freeball, and now here we are. Which I say we, but this might just be me. I might just scrap it, not post it. But yeah. And let's actually go over the rest, because even then, Courier 6, it's like, wow, of all the game characters, this is who you relate to the most. Which it was I kind of just did Courier 6 as he was the most recent, like, 6 related character in mind. But originally, the 6 actually was Krieg from Borderlands 2. As Krieg was the 6th character I actually, like, unlocked through, like, DLCs back on the 360. Back when I was Blake Mamba 444. But yeah, he was the 6th character, and that was originally where the 6 came from. And I actually related to Krieg a lot back then. I still do now. And his, like, overall journey through Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3. This idea of feeling like of course I don't have DID, but I do feel like at times like I'm two different people in one body. Or just like, I have like this one dude who would rather just be left alone, like entirely be in a cozy cabin in the woods, just fuck off from society. And I have this other, like, more heroic half that wants to, like, just help everybody, which I explained that kind of in my previous Yapaholic video. Which maybe that's why I liked Courier 6 so much, because I could actually live out that, like, truly heroic fantasy of just helping everybody. But I can't really say for certain. I'm not. It's kind of weird. I'm doing like a psychological analysis on myself without truly being able to say what it actually means. And then yeah, so Blake Mamba 444. We're now getting into where the 2 really comes from, and why I prefaced it's not sexual. It's more like dualship. Because originally, back on the 360, I was the 6-1, or I'm now rewriting history. No, I was originally Blake Mamba 444. That was my first ever username. It was picked out by my brother, actually. 444 wasn't. That was just something I liked from my days of playing Club Penguin. That was always just in my username. I just liked it. Which I never actually knew those angel numbers until, like, recently. I say recently, but it was like March of this year I found that out. Which I don't know what that truly means. Why I've always picked 444. But yeah. I'd have to have a time machine and go ask past, like, 6-year-old Blake, hey, buddy, why 444? 444. Yeah, me and my, which when one of my friends, Lennon, he was choosing his username, like my best friend really. His username he chose Lendog444, which just like mine, Blake Mamba 444. And we basically had played a lot of games together. We had like this long-running Minecraft world together, long-running Terraria world together. Like we just did a lot of stuff together. And even now we still have this long-lasting, truly beautiful friendship, which I'm really grateful for, honestly. I actually plan to try to play Fortnite with him soon. But yeah. That was just where the 2 came from, of this idea of, like, broship, I guess, is how I would call it. Of just, like, actual, like, personal friendships and stuff, and just truly meaningful loyalty to like, friends on a one-on-one basis. And then we get into the 1, which I chose Vegeta just because I've like Krieg and Courier 6, I've really related to Vegeta as a character, his growth through the Z saga, and just in general as a whole. Especially when he does his self-sacrifice against Majin Buu. Which I've actually kind of, even before I knew Vegeta as an actual character, in my... this sounds like so lame when I actually say it out loud to people. But like, I've always had these weird dreams of like dying in kind of like a similar explosion to that. Which instead of... Which is why... Which that kind of explain... I'm kind of retroactively explaining like Fireheart to people here, which is literally what sounds like a heart made of fire. Which I don't know why. That's just been like a recurring thing in my dreams, being like this Iron Man type hero. It's like, it's just really cringe and weird. I don't know. 10-year-old me was cooking when he thought of this dream, and it's just stuck around as this really cool idea to me. But yeah, like about 6 years ago, the dream kind of evolved to self-sacrifice, of saving the world and sacrificing myself in that type of way, which I hadn't even seen like any Dragon Ball. I had only actually started watching Dragon Ball like 2019. So, yeah. But yeah, when I actually saw Vegeta, I was like, wow, I actually really relate to his overmassive ego, which I'll get into at the end, like also explaining other stuff with this username and myself. But yeah, that's why I chose Vegeta. Another character, which relates back to Lenin as well, number 2, is my GTA character. It's just my initials, BDG, but was the character's name. But yeah, the strive to just be number 1, because I grinded the shit out of GTA 5 online. Like, I literally have, I actually have every car, well, not anymore, because they've added a lot of shit that I've just been like, man, fuck it. I don't want to do that. And the ID system, and the fact that I no longer am paying for Xbox Live, Xbox Gold, Xbox Game Pass, wherever the fuck it is now. It's had like 5 iterations. They've removed like the yearly system, which I really liked. So yeah, I've just stopped paying for it in general. I still use Xbox controllers though, because I really like the controller scheme. That's just something that'll never change with me. I just prefer playing on their controllers. But yeah, and then we get into the 7, represented by COD Ghosts, a game that I really think deserves a sequel. Although the ending literally says, too bad there's not going to be any more ghosts. How true that really is. But that is also where the idea of the UGA comes from. United Ghosts of America. I've also joked that it's United Gamblers of America and United Gamers of America. But yeah. Just this idea of actual unity to a group, to humanity as a whole, kinda, and stuff. It's nothing really that big, that deep. Just more playing into a personality trait that I actually think matters a lot in people: loyalty. And that's basically the username. The mystery of the 6217 truly found out. Not in a glorious ballad, as this title implies. Just kind of a regular video. With some Minecraft jumping, a ghast, some dogs, and randomly punching sugarcane as the audio cuts a bit. Yeah. And look at that, I'm finished. Right at the 36 mark. Which, yeah. The last part, which I've recently rewatched, the entire Venture Bros series, which kind of also made me think of how it ended and how I'm ending this. It's not truly the end. Like, I've always, like, there was this here. I can't link it because I don't want to give you to my ID, and I currently don't have the actual I don't know, they called it like the it was hard to, it's like YouTube said I don't have like the proper channel repertoire, reputation, blah 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 blah. But here, I'll switch over to actually showing you guys what I'm talking about. It's this guy, Steak Bentley. He made 2 videos.
The final Venture Brothers.
Venture Bros. Or Venture Brothers. One, the Venture Bros and failure, and 2, the end of the Venture Bros. Yeah, I can't exactly link his channel, but I'm gonna play the clip here. First, let's make sure my character doesn't die and I don't lose this pickaxe for a second time. Yeah, here. Let's kill the music. Let's switch over to filming. Is it this? Okay. It's kinda... There's this one thing he said. Okay, I'm gonna actually pause the video here and then we're gonna cut back in when I actually find the sections. Okay. Here we go.
Quality about a person who's really honestly fighting for something. It's a surprisingly hard thing to come by, that kind of passion. And naturally, it puts him at odds with the guild. I mean, why would you want to be a supervillain if you wanted to follow the rules? The whole supervillain deal is supposed to be rock and roll, isn't it? The Sovereign was fucking Bowie. I mean, he wasn't really Bowie, but he was Bowie. Red Mantle and Dragoon are maybe Buddy Holly in the Big Bopper. The guild started because Phantomus wanted to be in a band. It's rock and roll. It's the appeal of showing up with lights and a fog machine, throwing up the birds and saying, fuck you can't tell me what to do.
And maybe you're really good at playing rock and roll. Maybe you're good enough to build an industry from it, spawn a bunch of imitators. Maybe people get really good at selling tickets and making money. And there are 1,000 people behind the scenes shuffling paperwork to sustain that. Maybe now you can do it as much as you want, but you find yourself asking, what was the point of this? Maybe you have access to everything you thought you ever wanted, but you're finding it impossible to give a fuck. And then you see a psychopath in a butterfly costume who can't do anything right, but goddamn if he doesn't give a fuck. And then you become a henchman, I guess. I don't know, I lost track of this hypothetical. I guess that's why there's stalemate by design in this show.
Which, yeah, that kind of just, like, emphasizes what, like, I feel like about how I am as the 617. It's like, why should I don't give a fuck. Why I'm the best there ever will be, ever has been. Fuck you. Get fucked. Yeah. But sure, this could all be meaningless. It could all just never matter. But hey, I'm having fun doing it. I'm always gonna have fun fucking doing it. Even till the day I die. Even if that's not the death I've imagined since I was like 12. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna kick ass wherever I can. I'm gonna feel like the coolest guy in the room, no matter what. Like, dude, I got fucking Carl with me. I got Carl. In Ark, I had like 30 fucking Beezle Buffalo, those huge fucking frogs. I kicked ass there. I kicked ass. I just kick ass, dude. I'm the best there ever will be. There doesn't need to be a fucking name or like a reason behind it, even though there is behind like what the 6217 is. It's me. That's all it ever will be. Like, yeah, there's a reason I picked the numbers. Yeah, there's like stuff behind that, but yeah, it's me. That's all it's ever gonna be. I'm going in a fucking circle, but you get the point. Which, to play off another piece of media I really liked, we're gonna end off with a sing-along. Which, this will probably get the video fucking copyrighted, but I don't give a shit. Here, let's play it. Sing along, you guys know the words. You guys know the words. When you hear the song, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that song. Which, hold up, I have to fucking log into this shit. This is why I hate when I, like, change everything I'm doing. Like, I've deleted, like, Discord as an application. Like, I've deleted pretty much every unnecessary app that I don't really use anymore. Which, I'm using a VPN a lot more now. That's why it's, like, showing I'm in fucking Illinois right now. But yeah, let's see here. Have to log into a fucking authenticator app. But that's just because on the server now, Discord just requires you to basically have authentication somewhere form. And this is the least annoying form. It's just having to type a 6-digit code. Hey, here we go. So we'll end this just so I'm not having background noise. Annoying shit. Vera Lynn's We'll Meet Again. Hopefully my YouTube doesn't go shit. Actually, I just realized I could have just played this in fucking Spotify. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do. Till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do. Till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know. Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny